Drama, despair, delight, expect them all and so much more. We are all set for day one of a brand new season. Brentford against Manchester United. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Brentford against Manchester United. A quick look at the lineups. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, it's always hard to gauge the true worth of Jordan Henderson, as he's not the type of player you can measure in terms of goals and assists. He'll be the brains in midfield, trying to provide the creative input for players up front whenever possible.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Shakes the shoots! De Ligt knocks it away.
Well, when the keeper lost control of that, usually a striker would react first, so that defender deserves praise.
He can get that clear. United start a new era under a new manager, someone making his senior managerial debut. So given your extensive football knowledge, Jim, what do you think?
Well, I think whatever happens here, we need to give him a dozen games or so before we can really begin to judge. It's difficult to know what to expect. He just needs total support and an early win or two, and that could see him hit the ground running. That was just asking too much of his teammates by playing it in so early.
Bruno Fernandes. Tries a long pass towards the front. Looking to shoot! Danger averted for now. Shaw. The Red Devils are pressing with energy in the opening moments of the game. Henry Lulic. Crosses into the box. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Tries to get it forward quickly. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Yeah, the communication lines were working really well, but the supply line just had a bit of a blockage.
Chip through. And the ball is out of play. Aim forward.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
Bruno Fernandes tries the route one option. United get it back again. Who's going to make this theirs? Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Henry. And it's Lulic. The Red Devils, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. It's a long forward pass. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Jordan Henderson. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Out wide to the right. Mathias Cunha. Shaw. Jordan Henderson tries a through ball. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Aimed long and direct. Out towards the flank. Looks to slip it through. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, and that was all about the through ball. Great control, and the weight was perfect.
Henry. Lulic. Ball is over the line. Jordan Henderson. Now the pass. Jordan Henderson goes long and forward. Promising cross. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Thrust towards the front line. Lulic. Jordan Henderson. Thiago. Mbuemo. Thiago. Passes it through. Shoots! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead! Jim, your thoughts?
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
The first half is done.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
United leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more. The Red Devils carry a 1-goal lead into the second half. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Looks like a good ball through. Shoots! Gets good distance on it. Bruno Fernandes delivers. It's the channel. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He's got a chance from here, but not the kindest angle. That's a waste. He's there to get rid. Shaw! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he has a bit of a reputation from that sort of range, Peter, and he can't half-smack one.
Henry. Lulic. Offside that time.
It may look like a predictable long ball forward, but it's very effective, and the run just needs a slight tweak to beat the offside. They look as though they can make this come together.
Tries a through ball. Up to meet it! Swung over. Firmly met. Nelson. Spoon forward. Looking to force his way through. Bruno Fernandes.
Brentford have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
Mano.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Mado. Forward it goes. United still one up. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, Peter, and it looks like this defence will go tooth and nail to prevent him from getting another.
Passes it through. Now here's the through ball. Pumps it upfield. Now the pass. In comes the cross. And in it goes!
Unbelievable. Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Quite exquisite, brilliantly dispatched.
Yeah, and he had to adjust his body position to swing at that. It was instinctive and top drawer.
Brentford grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
Good defending. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Henry. Mado. Thiago tries to switch the play. Manchester United yet to make a change here. Jordan Henderson. And it's Lulic. Lulic going full tilt down the left. And he's there to make a great save.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Mado. Bruno Fernandes. Matches Cunha. Oh, good interception. Nicky. And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Made certain that won't get through. Pumps it forwards. Shaw boots it upfield. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
Bruno Fernandes. The Red Devils go in search of their winner.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Lulic gets it into the middle. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Shaw tries to get it forward quickly. Sesko gets it back. Lulic. Henry, time added on will be 2 minutes. Bruno Fernandes, aimed long and direct. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. United are held on the opening day. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Of course, winning starts are clearly more preferable, but both sides can take some satisfaction.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. And here we have Schalke against Manchester United. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
So the players and officials stand tall for the anthem. The lineups, we can have a look at them now. So off we go then. Eugine tries a through ball, and he's onside. Mazraoui played out to the right. Now the pass. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Perkerjaan with a delicate ball. The shot's on! Tried the volley, but no.
I think it's a very good try, and I think he chose the right option, but let me tell you, that's a tough skill.
Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Caligiuri tries to get it forward quickly. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Bruno Fernandes hits one! Caligiuri. He goes long. De Ligt. Caligiuri did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Carriers gets it upfield. Burgstaller desperately wants to get on the end of this. And he's there to cut it out. Caligiuri. Shaw. Aimed long and direct. And it's Burgstaller. Looks to slip it through. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
Cuts it out. Gets his foot in there. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Mazraoui. Loose ball. Who's going to get that? Caligiuri. No goals as yet. That had to be more accurate. Steered out wide. Caligiuri looking to get on the end of this. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Shaw pumps it upfield. Burgstaller. Now it's Caligiuri. Caligiuri drills one in. Goal! Suka! And Suka have the lead. Burgstaller was quick to move in. Keeper's handling wasn't great.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Schalke take the lead, 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Not just Cunha! It's anyone's ball. It's gone a long way up and away. Umbuemo passes it through. No way through there. Who's going to make this theirs? And it's Bergstaller. And here's the chance to counter. Boots it upfield. He'll have a dip! Oh, the ball's come loose! Managed to get it away. Mazraoui dinks one in. Plays a clever pass. And he's made certain that won't get through. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Bergstaller. It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Bruno Fernandes pumps it forwards. Keeper's got good distance on that. Meno. Bruno Fernandes brings the ball forward. It's a long forward pass. Looks like a good ball through. He's pinged one through here. Goes for it! It's a goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. He was urged to shoot and he duly delivered.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
Schalke get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more.
No question, that's a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Away from immediate danger. There is the half-time whistle. Do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Manchester United will be asked to reproduce something similar to that first-half performance after the restart. They've asserted an authority, and they really shouldn't complicate things from here. Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Bergstaller tries to dink it in. Well played, he saw that coming. Matheus Cunha fired in from distance. He's dealt with that well.
Ambitious to say the least. He seemed to be in a hurry to get that in.
Bergstaller with the ball through. Chip through. Mazraoui. Forward it goes. Fires it in low. Saved it! He's done very well to get to that.
He made that look really easy, Peter, but I can assure you that wasn't a routine save. He had to be very switched on there.
He's there to get rid. Shaw, back in once more. In he flies! And in it goes! The second half sparked straight into life! Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Ah, strikers love a diving header, and he timed that to perfection.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare. Schalke have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
That intervention was very necessary. Bueno. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and now that he's scored, this defence is on high alert whenever he goes anywhere near the ball.
Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Spoon forward. Shots on! Shaw set up one goal so far.
Schalke have anticipated an aerial bombardment.
Just looks like mass defence.
Yeah, it's a case of needs must at certain times, Peter, and they have to respond to what's being asked of them.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Mano. And it's Shaw. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. No, not this time.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Up he gets! Decent enough try.
I couldn't have hit that any better, and any other time it would have sneaked in.
Goes long. Matches Cunha. Who's going to make this theirs? Looks to slip it through. Defence has got rid of that. A very fortunate escape indeed.
Just when it was all looking a little promising too, he miscontrols as the counter-attack seemed to have good momentum. He's just got to shake it off now and put it down as a rare slip-up.
Cahill. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Sweet feet. Burgstaller. He's on a run down the left wing. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Sesko. And the defence can get it clear. That'll be a throw-in.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Firmly met.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Here comes the corner. Promising cross. Bergstaller gets it away. Played it again. And that's been repelled. And the flag has stayed down. That's not going to find its target. Shot with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Matches Cunha. Sesko. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Clears it out of harm's way. It's gone out for a throw-in. Whipped in. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Boots it to safety. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. It's a good-looking cross. Four extra minutes added on. Tries a long pass towards the front. He's made sure that that won't get through. De Ligt. Sesko. Carriers. Gets it upfield. And it's Bergstaller. Good stop, that wasn't easy.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any...
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. The Red Devils have left themselves with plenty to do in the home leg. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, there's not really a lot I can say about this result. Sometimes you just want to get it out of your system.